Follow us along today, guys. We're going to be installing these Recaro CSs in this R34. We're using the Crank Motorsports brackets. These are already installed. I've already driven it. It's perfect. I love the fitment. They hug me really well. So yeah, follow us along and let me know what you guys think. And one of the other topics, after I installed these, Recaro actually announced bankruptcy. So now these seats are worth like $50,000. All right, guys, we are installing some seats. I'll show you guys the seats in a minute. These are the Crank Motorsport bases. They took me a while to get. These came in from Australia. These are the Recaro seats. As you can see, there's like a giant lip right here. So some of the Brid bases weren't going to work that I've used in other cars. The seats has a heated seat, which is super cool. But there was, we just pulled this back a little bit ago, and there's this caterpillar growing in the box or something, man. This thing's still alive, I think. I don't know what's up with that guy, man. But he was in, when I moved this, he came out of here. Here we go. There's the opti zoom. This dude's straight up moving, man. He was in the box. We pulled this seat from the other side of our garage here, and he came out here. So enough of that. Let's get to these rails. So anyways, let's let you guys check out the seat. This is the pattern. So this is the driver's side. We already have done the passenger. You get the cool Recaro sticker, and this is the wiring harness. Spacers and other stuff here that we probably won't be using, but let's check this one out. So this is, we are working on the GTT today. Tommy's in here with the assist. We've already done this one. You can see it's pretty slick. Had to pull it out one time. We had to readjust the actual seat, this thing right here. But yeah, so follow us along. We're gonna get the other one. You can see the crap ass seats that these come with. Let's get to it. We kind of know what's going on here and the method. So we're going to be attaching a slider here, the other slider here, and then their bracket is in this box. So we'll get that out, and then that attaches. We're going to chase these. On the other one, we had to chase one of these. Let's see if these are all good. Actually, not this. It was on the slider itself, right?
Slider, yeah. No, actually, it was the seat.
We'll find out. We'll let you guys know if we remember. I think because they weld these in, right?
Yeah, the bolts.
These things, because these are where he welds in stuff. All right, guys, so we'll find out. We'll let you guys know the process. This was kind of an adjustment piece we had to do. I'll let you guys know on that. All right, guys, so these are the sliders themselves. These are from Crank Motorsport. And this tab side where he's actually added stuff to it is going to go right to the seat. It's going to go here. See how it's flush now? So other stuff that I was trying to get to work wasn't actually working. He provided these Allens. So we're gonna get this moved real quick. So we had to chase one of these last time, guys. So in Recaro, they just had like extra weld beads in here and stuff. So what I'm gonna do also, I've got some guns. I'm gonna get the other side on real quick. Make sure this doesn't slide off. So the next thing we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the hoop in. So these have these little holes. What you do is you pop this in like this. Your other one's gonna come around. Same thing. Just gonna pop in here. And that fell. So go here. That hold this together. No one else has, all the seats that I've ever done, no one has this. We'll come back and tighten these up later. But once these are together, they really, this doesn't move. Now this is just set so that we can actually slide these up and down. Okay, so now I want to go down as much as possible. This one down, and then now you can see like I can get into those holes to fit the Recaro. Get it in. Okay, so that's good. If you've never done seats, it's gonna scare you a little bit, but it is pretty easy. Joe did do a good job designing this setup for the R34 specifically. I'm not over tightening anything. I'm gonna actually back this off a little bit. So right now, if I push this down, these are independent. What I want to do is get these all the way to their top positions. Both of them, good. So let's grab his base. Like I said, we already did the passenger side. This is a driver's side bracket. I guess one thing that we didn't do on the other side is actually test this in the car. We got lucky, but let's get the other seat out right now, and then we can actually go through and test this out. But I can tell you it's gonna go like this. These are the fronts. These are gonna mount right through that hole there. Okay, and then the same thing over there. And then the backs are going to mount here and here. You see, right there and there. This is where the bracket's gonna actually, oh, they got the bracket here for this passenger side seat. So this other side had a bracket, looks like this. The passenger side had this. So it looks like we don't need this, which is strange because it's right. So I misspoke, guys. So this will sit like this. This is the one that goes into the actual car, and then the bracket is gonna go right in between here. Skyline's in their side mount stuff. So this is gonna come in right here. It's gonna mount to these two holes and go right there. So let's go pull the seat out. So I actually, before Tommy was here, I put one of the struts in. So these are a trunk boot strut, and you can see, look at the difference. Like this side is just always, the whole trunk was always gonna fall. It's got the GTR style wing on it, so it's just a lot heavier. You can see this versus this side, which is just like strong as can be now. As you guys can see, like we did that side. This side is not 14s. There's like actually like a giant Allen key. Let me check the back. So maybe this car was like switched around to something else. Yeah, so this is a 14 on this side, but this, see the Allen? Now that we got the 8, strange old cars, dude, these cars are like 25 years old. So people switch stuff around. Don't know how many owners had this car. So these seats do have heated seats. We're gonna come back to that. Something cool. These are like little alignment pins and everything. So those go right in down there. You guys can see them. And what we're gonna be using is these on the back side. So these, I put a glove on because it's pretty greasy back here. So this is gonna come through here like that, without any nuts or washers or anything. This side's gonna come through like that. At this point, I can actually kind of hang the seat base itself. Okay, so this thing's gonna hang by itself. I'm gonna put a washer and a nut on it though real quick. I'm not gonna tighten anything. Now this thing will stay a little more square if these are in place, okay? Now, let me take a look at how, so the other side, we actually had to pull this off to clear the back side of this. That's just a little bit more proprietary to this seat. But this is gonna go right here, okay? And then they do provide a washer because you're adding to this. They actually provide 3, so I don't know if they really want you to keep everything even. It does make sense so that this is not getting twisted or anything like that. So I think we'll try that on this one. And let's start with this though. Let's get this in place. Let's see if it clears, all this good fun stuff. So watch this, guy. So when I push this down, this is gonna slide it down in place. Those are the lowest. Let me tighten these up a little bit. And I'm also pushing this, it doesn't look like it, but I am pushing this. And I think these bases could use a little bit more adjustment. I wanna get this over here as much as possible. First side was I just need as much clearance for this. So let me get this seat off here a little bit. So now for this one, I gotta come back through here super careful. And I gotta get this in here. You see where this is heading? Now this is all the way forward, so it's not really gonna hit there, but I just took this off on the other one. So to do that, tiny screw. So it clips around this, but I gotta get that screw out. But I need to be down as low as I can here to get my fingers in. Alright, so I had to go with some more tools. Trying to get this into the right spot where these 2 holes technically line up just like this. And it's clear here, but I think there's just some extra booger welds or something on here. So when I do slide it in, I can put it here, but this is not the spot. This is only gonna give me one thing and this could twist. So I really wanna get 2. So I'm gonna try to open this space up a little bit. And you can see, like, see the little bump right there? So maybe I have to cut it down, but I'm literally just, yeah, see? I'm just gonna bend it. I wanna break the corner off, so I'm gonna try to get a little more bite to it. Push the seat right there. All right, guys. We got a little bit of bend, small tolerance issue, but I think I can get this now. Yeah, these are lining up perfect. You see? Oh, they're right there. So these will be able to line up. And this is in far enough. And once we push this up, we're good. So, all right, let me get a bolt in here. This thing in here. I'm going into the, what I did on the other side is we went to this hole, this one right here, and then the seat was just too, like this is where it was. The seat was just too far this was hitting basically the center console. So we're just gonna do this side the safe way. Gonna go to the innermost hole there. It's literally just lining this stuff up, guys.
Come up with your bracket a little. There you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a washer on this side. And I don't ever want to take this one apart. Line my bracket up a little bit. This in place, get a nut here. Cool, so I think this is good. Look at that now. I don't know, I don't think I bent it that much, but now it's a lot better. So I'm not tightening these guys yet. Look, see the spacing back here, not lined up, so I gotta like loosen these back up. So the spacing here, like this bolt will not line up to that hole. So I need to like twist everything.
There you go.
Because we pushed it so far.
So it needs to go up.
I'm actually gonna do what I should do. Let me take this out. Okay. So what that spacer does is it kind of mimics the other side because I got that bracket in there. Kind of like the top one because I can get a bolt in there better. Right here. Man, we have enough bolts to see if I can do it. So I did something different than I did on the other side. I put 2 on this side, so I have 2 on this side. This will just help keep everything a little more square. And this is just easier for me to get to. So you can see like right here how the spacing. So I really think that he wants us to use a washer here, but there's really no instructions. It is one thing is these will bind, and you'll find out just by loosening them. And that's probably the reason right there. See how the spacing was? Now let's see if it slides up easier. What I'm doing is I took it apart. I made sure all the Allens, we kind of skipped this spot for a second there, but now I'm gonna put these spacers in here as well. Tools, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing in here proper. Some spacing, so that doesn't work. But what I can do, this ain't gonna work either. Same thing. Oh, that works.
Sure.
I just don't have, yeah, I do. Okay, this is good. Actually, just so you guys know, you could have used these, which are the studs that come with it from Recaro. So we have 2 different kinds in there. So we have a black head and then this one. Everything's pretty universal with seats, but Crank actually made it pretty simple, straightforward if you understand the logic of how they do this. This is a very specific set for these Recaros. So I'm super happy, it works really well. Like I said, we'll come back, we'll wire the seat to seat. Bases are perfect, we already tested them in the car, so now all we gotta do is drop this in the actual car. So I'm gonna need Tommy's assist for that, so we're gonna set the camera down. We'll let you guys check it out in just a second. We'll set that in place. Yeah, we need to watch this wire. So let's go ahead and drop yours down. So this corner could get shaved off, like for install. You can't get anything in here. I mean, it works, right? You just got to get another tool. It would have been ideal. Socket on here. It was actually really hard for us to get the nut. So I don't know if it's because the other part where that bracket won't slide forward because of the seat. So now we just got to clean up. There's one more thing I want to do on camera. We talked about the hood struts. These are aftermarket struts. Brandon happened to order 2. I was going to order these anyways. First time I've ever seen this, and I know it's probably more common, but you can't just take the strut off. They're like in the ball. I'll show you guys. So these come out like this. Actually, yeah. So you can pull this out once you get this pin out. Well, you should be able to. That one's not coming out. So this is how it goes in. You put it through this hole here, and it comes out the top right there.
Oh, that's exactly like the Porsches.
So if I can get this pin out, I'll show you guys not to lose that. I'll do it on the top because I did it on the other side. The only thing is this thing doesn't have any washers like the other one. Not a big deal. All right, guys, see you guys on the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed and got a little tutorial on the Crank Motorsport seats, the bases, and the bases themselves going on the Recaros. Thanks a lot for watching any of my videos.